During a functional movement screening, we can do something called the inline lunge, and the purpose of the inline lunge test is to place the body in a position that will focus on the stresses stimulated during rotation, decelerating, and lateral type movements. And the inline lunge is a test that places the lower extremity in a scissored position, challenging the body's trunk and extremities to resist rotation and maintain proper alignment. It's also going to help assess hip and ankle mobility and stability, and also the flexibility of the quadriceps and the patient's knee stability. So what I'm going to have to do, tell the patient to do, is to hold the dowel with both hands and position it along your spine, with your right hand against the back of your neck and your left hand against your low back, just like so. And then I'm going to tell them to step onto your right foot along the back edge and place your left foot with the heel just past the length of your tibia. Point your toes forward and keep them pointing forward. While maintaining an upright posture, they're going to descend into this lunge, touching your right knee along the floor behind your left heel. Maintain contact with the dowel against your head, thoracic spine, and sacrum. So I'm just going to make sure that this pole is up and down straight, and then I'm going to tell them to return to their starting position to place their right heel back flat on the ground. And so I'm going to then tell them to do this on their opposite leg. And so they're going to do the same thing. And you're going to look again at the position of the dowel rod, and then tell them to return to their position. So there's a scoring system where highest is 3, and this means that the dowel contacts the remaining and remains in contact with their spine. There's no torso movement. Their feet remain in a sagittal plane, and their knee touches the ground behind the heel on the front of the foot. A score 2 has the dowel not remaining in contact with the spine, that there's movement in the torso, the feet don't remain in the sagittal plane, and the knees don't touch the ground. And then the score of 1 is if the patient loses balance. And then the score of 0 would be if the patient has any kind of pain with at any point in this test. So, and then a functional exercise we can then do for this patient if they're having difficulty with this, if they get a 2 or a 1 or a 0, is the gastroc soleus stretch. So I would just have my patient go to the wall and place their toe, there we go, and their back heel on the ground, and to stretch the gastroc, they're going to keep that back knee straight and bend their front knee forward. And then to stretch the soleus, they're going to bend that back knee and bend that front knee. So we can stretch both of those components of the back of the leg. And this is going to help with the patient if they were having difficulty with the FMS test that we just performed.